Hey everyone, this is Chris. Welcome back to the channel, and this is your daily Uncut news. So I want to start with Ukraine. It looks like the strategy that Russia is going to be employing is going to be cutting off the power and the water to Ukrainians. So essentially, if you guys don't know, this is targeting civilians, and as well as Russia's been trying to knock out the installation. So they just want to cut off these things for winter. So I think it could get really ugly this winter, and we'll see what happens. And perfectly frank, let's hope this war ends soon. I don't know what's going on with the bridge situation. My understanding is Russia is claiming that Ukraine and some Russians did it, like a group of sort of saboteurs, but Ukraine hasn't yet claimed that, so we'll see. But let's hope this ends soon. Also, too, the UK, they're going to decide what's going to happen with their economy pretty shortly. They're calling it the Halloween budget. And essentially, Kwasi Kwarteng, he was at the IMF, ran home back to the UK, and there was a really funny quote. They were saying that him and Truss, next month, they are 100% guaranteed to be in their jobs. That's that's like a quote. They're like, 100% we're going to keep our jobs. So when people start saying that, that means they're not going to keep their job. You guys know what I'm saying? It kind of reminds me of the Credit Suisse situation, to where like, hey everyone, we're just calling you on a weekend to make sure everything's okay. And it's like, no, things are not okay. Basically what's going on with the budget is they're negotiating things like crazy over there in the UK. Remember before they wanted to do all those tax cuts, but we'll see, because the problem is that they want to increase spending and cut taxes, and people just don't think UK is solvent. So that has been a real big issue, and it'll have large implications on the rest of the world economy. Also in the news too, in UK, they're also going to be doing strikes. It's going to be the transportation, the postal, and I heard lawyers and possibly nurses. So the country just feels like it's falling apart. All these people are going on strike. There's not enough money for energy for regular people, and your leadership feels incompetent. So if you're in the UK, chime in the comments. Love to hear how you guys think things are going, but it just suddenly sounds bad. Also in the news, Twitter wants some more details regarding Elon Musk. He's under investigation on how he handled the Twitter deal. The drama continues with that thing. As you guys probably know, we talked before, Elon Musk is also selling perfume/cologne. I think it's $100 a bottle to help pay for his Twitter deal. And supposedly he sold as much as $2 million in like 24 hours. So that is $2 million, not $2 million of the bottles. But it's a crazy world that we live in, that people are buying whatever he's selling, but that's how it is. Also too in the news, this was an interesting one. There was an interview with Mark Zuckerberg talking about Facebook, and he admitted that they missed the boat on the whole TikTok craze. So the thing about Facebook, the idea was that you want to see updates of your friends. And the thing that he missed, and this is a quote actually, is that people want to interact with discovered content, and it doesn't necessarily matter who created the content. They just want good content. And so this is basically counter of what Facebook was before. You connect to stay with your friends, but sort of now we just want good content. We don't care where it comes from. And so we'll see if Facebook rolls out more things with Instagram to try to compete with TikTok. I can tell you YouTube is trying to compete with TikTok. They're doing basically their YouTube Shorts. So TikTok is trying to rule the roost these days. We're moving away from friendships, and we're just dancing online. So I've already expressed my feeling that I just feel like TikTok is dumbing us all down. But hey, who am I to say? Maybe that's the good content that people want. Also too in the news, Netflix, they're going to be reducing their prices. There's basically an ad-supported $6.99 a month starting in November. So I'd be curious if you guys are into that. It'll be something like YouTube basically. You'll be watching your Netflix show, and then you get your 15-second to 30-second commercials. We'll see if that helps the company. One of the things that you guys probably know is that we all share one Netflix password, and they've been trying to cut back on that. Another thing too, which is going on, so you guys know we're in Korea. North Korea keeps doing crazy stuff. They fired like 170 essentially artillery shells into like basically the neutral zone, or DMZ kind of thing. They also refer to as a buffer zone, but basically they're just trying to instigate. I don't know, I honestly don't know what they're doing over there. They've also been flying essentially fighter jets near the border. Obviously we should be alarmed, but it's hard to explain when you live in Korea. It's been like this for so long. You just don't know what to think. They're just launching stuff in the sea, and you're like, okay, I don't know what they're doing. But I will say though, people do take it seriously. We just don't know what they're doing. Also too, last story of the day, which is kind of interesting. Kanye West, believe it or not, he had a deal with JP Morgan. Like, what's going on here? But evidently, JP Morgan is backing out of the deal because they don't want to be associated with Kanye. But if you guys know that Kanye had like a Gap deal, he had an Adidas deal, and then essentially the JP Morgan thing, but people are all backing off because he was saying a bunch of crazy stuff on social media. You know, this is something I really emphasize to you know, young people out there watching. Your social media presence matters, right? You're gonna leave a trail of all the things you do and say, and it matters, and it'll follow you forever. So one thing I advise you guys is like, when you share your social media with employers, because many employers want to see this kind of stuff, you don't want to have a bunch of like photos of yourself drunk, laying on the couch, you know, passed out. That's not the kind of stuff you want to portray yourself as. You want to think of your social media as taken care of as your professional image, because going forward into a recession, it's going to get more competitive, as I've been telling you, in the job market, and hopefully we can all do okay. So today's Friday. It's going to be, my guess is scary day, because after the inflation report came out hot, I just don't feel confident about the markets. I'm still bearish myself. I've showed you guys a bunch of charts. We'll look at it again over the weekend, and that's what's going on. So I also encourage you to check out the Sony Hyundai video and Elon's comment on that. I think you'll find it really fun. I had a great conversation there. So thanks everyone for watching. Love to hear your thoughts on these things, and I will catch you in the next video.